You had to be known in the community.
All the time, 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 all the time. Step on the block, pull out my Glock, cock it and aim and start busting off shots. Duck in the cop, put the stash in my socks. What's going on, everybody? You're not tuned in and watching the A-Sun podcast, hosted by yours truly, me, West Now. Now, y'all, today's topic is about a lady who they never taught us about in school. I mean, we heard about all the other stuff from Black history, but this lady, Claudette Colvin, I'm gonna sit there for a minute. Claudette Colvin. You never heard of her, right? Me too, neither, until now. Okay, Claudette Colvin was apparently the first lady, well, the second lady, the first lady didn't push the issue, but Claudette was presumed to be the first lady to refuse to get up on a bus before Rosa Parks. Now, at the time, she was 15 years old. So she said, according to Claudette, it was back in the Jim Crow era. So those that know about the Jim Crow era, you know, it was more about your skin tone and how you look. So apparently, Claudette and three of her friends was on the bus. Now, mind you, the buses was marked or whatever with the whites only, blacks only. Okay, they were sitting in the blacks only section. Okay, sitting in the blacks only section. Claudette said a young white lady got on the bus, and right across from her was an empty whites only seat. But due to it being the Jim Crow era, if a white person wanted you to get up, you had to get up, no matter where you were sitting at. So the white lady wanted her to get up because she wanted her seat. And Claudette refused to get up. She said, no, I'm not getting up. I paid to ride the bus just like you paid to ride the bus. So the bus driver saw the confusion in the back. You know, bus driver told her to get up. She wouldn't get up. So the bus driver pulled the bus over, went into a restaurant across the street, called the police. Two police cars pulled up, arrested Claudette. And remind you, she was 15 and pregnant at the time. This was May the 2nd. No, excuse me, March the 2nd, 1955 in Alabama. So according to the article and stuff, the police came, they arrested Claudette, charged her with disturbing the peace and assault on an officer, a bunch of false narratives. Said she was kicking and clawing them in the face and stuff like that. Okay. They takes this young 15-year-old girl downtown, fingerprint her, book her, and lock her up. Remind you, this was before Rosa Parks and all this. So, her attorney that she had was Fred Gray. Cuba Gooding Jr. played him in the movie. Um, what's the movie? The movie Selma. Okay, Fred Gray was Claudette's attorney. Okay, so Claudette filed had a lawsuit against Alabama and won. So Claudette was the reason that the segregation and all that for the buses and all that ended because she was a star witness in the case and won. But yeah, this happened back in March the 2nd, 1955. She was 15 years old and pregnant. Okay, now let's fast forward to 9 months later. 9 months later, the same incident happened to Rosa Parks. But Rosa Parks was 42 years old, and she was the secretary for the NAACP. So picture a figure that's working for the NAACP to get arrested, fingerprint booked, just like Claudette did. You know it's gonna make the headlines because now you messing with somebody that worked for the NAACP. So Fred Gray, that was Claudette's attorney, became Rosa Parks' attorney. He even wrote a book. He wrote a book and was talking about Claudette and letting everybody know that, it happened to Claudette 9 months earlier, this and that, this and that. But according to Claudette, she feels that the reason why she wasn't the face of it was because at the time she was 15, she was pregnant, and they didn't want to have a 15-year-old to be the face of something that big. And then she said another reason, the this is not what the articles or nothing like that has said, or anybody was seen saying it. This is her presumption. Another reason that she wasn't the face of it was because of her skin tone. She said she think they pushed the issue because Rosa Parks was light skinned and presumed to be a better image and a better face for the movement. So you got a 15-year-old done got arrested for standing up for her rights, her constitutional rights, that is. She paid the same fare that the white lady paid. She's sitting in the colors only section, but the white lady wanted her seat. And according to Claudette, she said the lady was a young white lady. It wasn't an old white lady, it was a young white lady. Wanted her seat. And she refused to give it up because, like she said, I paid my money to ride just like you did. So we gonna fast forward to 66 years later. 66 years later, Claudette filed an appeal to have her record expunged because that charge stayed on her for 66 years. The assault on the officer and disturbing the peace and all this. So uh, uh, a black judge in Alabama named Calvin Williams expunged her record. So it took 66 years for this lady to get her record expunged. Now, she had appealed it, a few more times, but due to the fact that it was still considered a juvenile case, a lot of the judges and stuff wouldn't touch it. But 66 years later, a judge expunged this lady record. She's still living to this day. She stay in Texas. She 86, I think. 2 kids. She went to college and everything. But we never heard of Claudette in school because, like I said, they didn't push the issue, and she wasn't pretty to look at per se because she was dark skinned. And then another reason was because she was so young. She was 15 and pregnant. But that goes to show how the world operates around certain issues and topics. You know, um, I saw this on YouTube. Had never heard of the lady. I was like, hold up. When I saw it, I said, the first lady to refused to get up on a bus. So I clicked on it. I was like, that can be a good podcast topic because I know if I had never heard of her, think of how many other people have never heard of her. I'm pretty sure all y'all that's gonna watch this or that's watching this now, you never heard of Claudette. But she's went down in history as to be a civil rights leader and American activist. because she was going doing speeches and talking at colleges and seminars and stuff like that to bring awareness to it, you know. But anything that I do a podcast on, just because I done seen it, I done did my research, then I want to bring it forth to y'all attention. You can always Google it. Like I always say, Google is at everybody's expense. You got Google in your hand right now, because if you're looking at this, you're probably looking at it on your phone. Get on your browser, go to type a name in, Claudette Colvin, you know, and the more stuff that I see and do my research on, the more stuff I'm gonna bring to the light and bring to y'all. So y'all stay tuned for more upcoming episodes. I got kind of slack on my recording, but I'm about to get back on it and start bringing these videos and these topics more regular. But yeah, Claudette Colvin, man, uh, Montgomery, Alabama, says right here that from years active for being a activist, civil rights activist, 1969 2004, 2 children. Again, arrested at the age of 15 in Montgomery, Alabama, for refusing to give up a seat to a white woman on a segregated bus. And then fast forward to 9 months later, it happened to Rosa Parks. And then it boom, it blew up, you know. And Claudette has went down saying that, you know, there's nothing against Rosa Parks, you know, because it wasn't Rosa Parks' fault, you know. But she still thinks that the reason why Rosa Parks was used as the face of it and not her was because Rosa Parks had a lighter skin tone. And then she worked for the NAACP. So y'all do your research. You can pull it up on YouTube just like I did, or you can get on Google and Google it. Google gonna give you a long out history on Claudette. All, you know what I'm saying, from start to now. Like I said, she's 86 years old now, living in Texas. And when it happened, she was 15. But yeah, Claudette Colvin, civil rights activist, going down in history. They finally given her flowers now that is being brought to the surface. But all these years, nobody ever heard of her. She's done been on, like, I ain't gonna say Good Morning America, but it's been a couple of the morning shows and stuff like that. She's done been on the news. You know, she's starting to get her recognition now. Like she said, she don't have no ill feelings against Rosa Parks, because it's not Rosa Parks' fault. Rosa Parks didn't ask for that to happen to her. She just said she just want to get her recognition. You know what I'm saying? She want people to know about her too, which is fair. I mean, I think we should know about her. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that happened uh, back in history. You know, back in the days that we never heard nothing about, that they never taught us in school. But like I said earlier, when I find out and do my research and stuff, that's when I'm gonna bring it forth to y'all. So I think I'm gonna end this episode. This was a short episode, but it was short and right to the point. But y'all stay tuned for furthermore episodes and topics and discussions. And I want to start having guests on my podcast. So if there's anybody out there, small business owners, or you got some projects coming up you want to talk about, or you want to advertise something, contact me. Let me know. We'll set something up where I can do a podcast and have you on as a guest. You know what I'm saying? Like a little interview type, and we can go from there. But this is your boy West Nile, and you tuned in to the Hey Son podcast, and I'm out.
You had to be known in the community.
All the time, all the time, all the time, all the step on the block, pull out my Glock, cock it and aim and start busting off shots. Ducking the cop, put the stash in my socks.